Game, you guys have been so used to playing in pretty much empty arenas, right? No fans between Orlando and then starting out the first 14, 15 here. How wild is that to get back into something, even though there's only 4,000 or so that were there, but still it's an environment that hasn't been like that for a while.
Yeah, I mean it was better than nothing. I think the game had better energy just because it was people in the building. Um, it was honestly weird to look around and see people in the arena, with jerseys on and cheering and stuff like that. So um, it did stand out. It felt good to play in front of a crowd, even though it was a small crowd again. Um, like I said earlier this week, I can't wait till we have fans back in the arena at full capacity.
Jason Quick, The Athletic.
Dame, what value do you see in having young guys like Ant and Gary taking big shots in the fourth quarter?
I think it's a lot of value to it. I think typically in the NBA and specifically on our team, a lot of times young guys don't really break the rotation right away, and usually they playing in a game where we're either up 20 points, 15 points, or we down, and it's not meaningless because there's always some growth to be had, when you're on the NBA floor and you get an opportunity to be out there and play, but it's not the same as a situation like tonight where, we was in the heat, we was in the heat of the battle and every possession counted, and you got GT getting hot and getting us back into the game. And then down the stretch, you got Ant, hitting big threes, and in situations where it's like, these are big moments and, it's opportunity for their growth, just to recognize situations and be involved in those situations, and also for the growth of their confidence, to have those type of moments in big games against quality players. And, I think it was a really positive thing for our team, a really positive thing for those guys. I'm excited for them. Their last 2 or 3 games that they've had, they played really well. I just wish that we could have capitalized on their performances against OKC and tonight with wins.
And just real quick, have you noticed any mental change or approach to Ant's mental approach to the game recently?
Not really. I think it's pretty simple. We're dealing with a lot of injuries, and he knows that he's going to have opportunity, and it's an opportunity that he needs to take advantage of. He has something to prove. And he also wants to play well. It's his third year. He goes in the summer, we train with the same guy. He wants to be out there, and he wants to show that he can contribute and he can get the job done. And I think he recognizes the opportunity, and he's going out there, telling himself, I got to take advantage of this, so when we do become a healthy team, I can still be in the rotation, and I'm, showing that I can help the team. I think it's that simple.
Casey Holdall, Trailblazers.com.
Damian, what did you think of the way you guys played in the fourth quarter, and how did you like the look that Ant got there to try to tie the game up?
I was proud of our fight. Obviously, you look back to the start of the game, we came out, we executed well offensively, we defended really well, we were in our spots, we were communicating. And, we had a letdown. They got back into the game and got themselves going. And, they got confident, they got comfortable. And it's a game of runs, it happens. But I think that's the one thing we look at and wish we would have sustained that level of play for a longer period of time and went into the second half, with a lead or with the momentum on our side, but we didn't. And then we had a slow start to the third. And, we found ourselves fighting back. And, I think it's a positive thing that we did fight back. And it wasn't just me making a bunch of shots or just, some crazy run. We got stops. GT made shots, Ant made shots, Ennis got extra possessions. Hoodie hit a shot. It was like collective getting back into the game, aside from the couple threes that GT hit. And, I think that's what you want to see. You want to see, when a team is dealing with the things we're dealing with, you want to see a collective effort. You want to see everybody contribute. You want to see the team playing in a way that will win. And, you know, for me, I just try not to go and be the hero. You know, I try to dominate the game without making it about me or going out there and forcing myself to have to try to do everything. You know, it's a long season, and you know we got to be able to look to our left and look to our right and count on each other. And I thought we did that tonight. We just came up short. And as far as the look that Ant got, you know, he had some tough ones. Tonight he had a couple tough threes, and you know we believe in him, his shot making ability. You know, I came to the corner. And the play that we drew up, I knew I wasn't going to get a look. I tried to come back to the ball after I made my cut, you know, but Ant got it. And, you know, he got the look that he got. And, you know, that was it. You know, it wasn't much time. But when he got it, I mean, it wasn't like I didn't think he could make it. You know, once he rose up, I was like, you know, I followed the ball like I would any other time. And it was off. You know, we move on to the next game.
Thanks, Dan.
Last question, Dwight James, NBC Sports Northwest.
Dame, can you the difference between the first quarter and the rest of the game, was that more due to what they did or what you guys did, do you think?
I think it was a little bit of both. I think when you come out and you make shots and you defend and you do all these things and, you know, things click, I think it's natural just in basketball. It's been this way my whole life. I feel like, you know, every team I played on is like, you start off playing well and then you forget that it's hard to do what you're doing. And you just don't sustain it. You know, you think that it's easy and you think that it's just going to continue to go that way. And maybe you make one less pass or you cut just a little bit slower. You don't set and hold a screen. You don't communicate or call out of coverage on defense. You know, you just start to, you know, leave little pieces out, you know, that you did from the jump that made you successful. You know, it always happens. And, you know, I think that's kind of what we was up against. You know, we were working hard, we were communicating, we were screening, we were moving the ball, we were playing at a good pace. And, you know, it's hard to do that. It's hard to sustain it. You know, we had a little bit of slippage with that. And then we found ourselves in a game, you know, and I think we picked it up in moments, you know, for the second, third, and fourth quarter. We had our moments in each quarter, but we didn't sustain that level that we came out with in the first quarter. And when you don't do that, and you're playing against NBA teams, especially a team like Houston with guys that have ability, you put yourself in a dogfight on the road, and you know you put yourself in a position where you got a chance to lose the game, and that's what happened.